Welcome to Stronger Than Espresso. You know, those words I heard affectionately from God in 2006. And I didn't know what that meant. I said, okay, God, I like coffee too. What does that mean? And God began to show me that it was so much more. It really wasn't about me. It was about Him and women who have been hurt and wounded in domestic violence. It was a healing process that they could go through to find freedom on the other side. If we think about the life cycle of a coffee bean, it really talks about the journey that a survivor has to go through. The coffee bean is on the tree and it's growing and then it is picked. But it is not ready yet to be brewed to perfection. It still has to go through process. It has to be washed. It has to be dried. It then has to be roasted and set through fire. But only when it's roasted and set through that fire will its richness, the aroma, and the color of all that it is supposed to be will come to the forefront. But even then, it still has to be pulverized into a million teeny pieces before it can be used to be brewed to perfection. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm also a survivor of domestic violence and abuse. And when I went through my fearful journey to get away from my abuser, I felt picked off a tree, washed, left out to dry, roasted, and then pulverized. And my life was shattered into a million pieces. But God came and showed me the way out and said, if I can take where I am today and put all those pieces back together, I too can be brewed to perfection. I too can be stronger than espresso. And guess what? So can you. You can be stronger than espresso too. Stronger Than Espresso is a healing process. It's a 5-stage healing process. The first step is you need to jolt awake and recognize that you have abuse that needs to be addressed and dealt with. That's stage 1. Stage 2 is when you recognize your own coping behaviors. These are the skills and the survival tactics and behaviors you've had to create in order to survive. The third stage is really understanding abusive relationships overall and what your behaviors are to counteract these relationships in your life. Stage 4 is all about self-esteem. My self-esteem has been broken and pulverized and put down, but not anymore. Not anymore. And you can walk the same journey. After you've had time to complete stages 1 through 4, then you'll get to take a break. That break is built into the program to give you an opportunity to try out some of these new skills, set some healthy boundaries, and really begin to grow in your life. Then you'll go into stage 5, Redefine Your Life. Now, that is where you can begin to set the next parts of you. You will determine how you'll redefine your life in terms of your relationship with God, the words that you use, the career choices that you make, the goals that you're setting, and you'll be able to set a path that will take you from surviving domestic violence to thriving after domestic violence.